Namaste students, today's our topic is Concept and Need of Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. One of the main drawbacks of India's legal system and law enforcement agencies are a lack of effective delivery of legal remedies to the people in need. Pending cases are comparatively much more than the cases settled. The main reason behind such a phenomena is that increase in the number of offences as well as a time taking to solve the cases from the part of the judiciary. In such a situation, alternative dispute resolution mechanism plays an important role in resolving dispute among people, which is less important when compared to serious offences, so that court can save its valuable time as well as a parties affected will be delivered with an effective solution for their disputes. Looking to its legal aspect, we have Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 to deal with various provisions relating to the alternative dispute resolution mechanism in India. Along with that, Section 89, Clause 1 of the CPC 1908 deals with an option of the parties to make a settlement of their disputes outside the court. This states that importance of such machinery wherein parties can arrive at a solution for their problem by themselves. Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 provides certain powers to the judiciary as well as consumed authorities to make a settlement of the case at the option of the parties involved. Section 30 of the Act deal with the provision wherein the arbitrator, with the consent of the parties, undergo mediation, conciliation or such proceeding at any time of arbitration to encourage settlement of the dispute. But the Act also states that for enforcement of any such provisions of the Act, there must be an arbitration agreement between both the parties in writing. In fact, the process of arbitration is being done mainly for civil cases which involve monetary settlement among the parties. While referring the term conciliation, it will be clear that the system of resolving dispute is much informal than arbitration. There is no need for agreements between the parties of a dispute. During any time of judicial proceeding, a party can request for conciliation to the other party, and then a conciliator may be appointed. After going through the facts of the cases, the conciliator calls up for a meeting between two parties jointly or individually. That if the dispute is resolved, a settlement document is prepared by enclosing the details regarding the settlement. On the other hand, mediation plays yet another role in the field of ADR, wherein negotiation is done between the parties with the help of a mediator who is a third party of them. The main object of undergoing mediation proceeding is to protect the best interest of the parties. It does not cover any legal provision so that parties will not be held inside certain limitation of such legal matters. It provides a friendly talk between the parties and a means of counseling so that the real issue faced by them will be found out of the dispute among them will be resolved easily. There are certain types of mediation which are termed as a court-referred mediation and private mediation. Same theory which is applicable to Lok Adalat is applied here also. That if the party arrives at a settlement, no person can file an appeal to a higher court in any manner. Apart from these two machineries, there are certain other prominent systems under the head of ADR which involves Lok Adalat as well as mediation. Lok Adalat is generally known as People's Court. There is no adversarial system wherein more courts are held by a state authority, district legal services authorities, Taluk Legal Services Committee as well as the Supreme Court and High Court Legal Service Committee. It has no jurisdiction over any non